Broadcasting live from the Meridics v. OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Antioch. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we are closing out Week 6 of the regular season and the penultimate week of the first half of the regular season with a very big game for the reigning league and state champs. Ravenwood taking on Pope Prep-MLK-GCA tonight. And Ravenwood are going to need to have their scoring touch. They didn't have it the other night against MBA. They lost 5-2, and now they are 1-4. And if the Raptors lose tonight, all Mount Juliet have to do is beat Father Ryan next Monday. And that means, folks, our defending Preds and GNASH Cups champs are going down to Tier 2. It would be the most shocking occurrence in GNASH history. But first we have to see how this game unfolds tonight as the Raptors get ready to take on a Pope team that, since their 3-game losing streak, have taken wins over Rutherford and, of course, famously shut out Brentwood last week 4-0. Happy 1st of November. Hope you all had a nice Halloween last night. A record number of trick-or-treaters at my house down in Murfreesboro, 71. 71 trick-or-treaters. We ended up having to scramble to make more treat bags, which ended up not being given out. So we made 72 treat bags on Sunday and gave out all but one of them. And the treat bags that we scrambled to make before 9 o'clock last night were never given out. But anyway, let's take care of the usual pregame business, and that is going over the results of Monday. And on Monday, it was Summit Page beating USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture 12-5. So with that result, Ensworth-Nowensville-Lipscomb clinched a place in Tier 1 for the rest of the regular season and a Predators Cup berth for the postseason. And it also meant that Centennial will be staying in Tier 2 for the rest of the regular season and playing in the Henry Hine Cup of the postseason. Of course, they're the defending champs, and they're probably going to be the favorites. Unless Ravenwood come down, then I think that label goes to the Raptors. Tennessee Outlaws and Station Camp Liberty Creek finished in a 5-5 tie, so that result combined with the Summit win over USN means the Outlaws are going to stay down for the rest of the season and play in the Hine Cup. Brentwood beat the Rutherford Rampage 7-5. Brentwood very likely safe, still some things to do, but they 5 points, and I think they're going to stay up. Ensworth-Nowensville-Lipscomb beat Centennial 4-1. Again, that game didn't matter because of Summit's win over USN. Everything was clinched for both teams. And MBA beat Ravenwood 5-2. Tier 1 out their first half schedule. So here are the standings coming into tonight. Tier 1 MBA leading at 6-0-1. They are done with the first half of the regular season. Franklin at 5-0-1. Pope Prep-MLK-GCA and Father Ryan both at 3-3, but Ryan should be above Pope because they beat them on September 27th. Brentwood, they're done with the first half of the regular season at 2-4-1. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill 1-3-1. They have their final 2 games of the first half next week, Monday against Father Ryan and next Wednesday against Ravenwood here on the South Rink in Antioch. Ravenwood and Rutherford both at the bottom of Tier 1, but Rutherford should be above Ravenwood. Ravenwood 1-4, Rutherford 1-5, but again, Rutherford should be above Ravenwood because they beat Ravenwood last Wednesday. Tier 2, Ensworth-Nowensville-Lipscomb leading at 6-0. Again, they are going up. Summit Page at 4-1. Hendersonville beats Gallatin 2-1-2. Centennial 2-3-2. USNBA Nashville or Centennial, they're done with the first half of the regular season 2-3-2. They're staying put. USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture 2-2-1. They're playing the Outlaws right now, and they're down 4-1 after 2. If they lose that game, they're staying in Tier 2. The Outlaws 1-2-2. Again, they are already confirmed as staying down. Station Camp Liberty Creek, their first half of the regular season is over. They finish at 1-4-2. Independence Ravenwood 2 at 0-5-1. So the schedule for tonight, 5 games tonight. We've got 2 going on right now. Game that got started at 7:10 on Enrique at Centennial. USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture taking on the Outlaws. Again, the Outlaws up 4-1 after 2. If the Outlaws hold on and win that game, that means USN are staying down. Game that got started just past 7:30 over on the North Rink here in Antioch. Rutherford Rampage, their regular season finale. Actually, it's the the first half finale for both Rutherford and Franklin. Franklin were up 3-0 early in the second there. Coming up in just a few minutes here on the South Ring in Antioch, Ravenwood taking on Pope. 8:30 on Rink B at Centennial. Summit Page taking on Innsworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb. If Summit win that game, then they'll be moving up along with Innsworth. And then at 8:40 on Rink A at Centennial, Indy taking on Hendersonville. Even if Summit lose, if USN lose and Hendersonville both lose, Summit are going up. Even if they lose to Innsworth. So Summit could be going up tonight. It just depends on how things unfold. All right, so both teams ready to go out onto the ice. And there is the buzzer telling them to hit the ice. For the 3-minute warm-up, the Zamboni has already exited. And, well, the players are out here first, but not the officials. That's a little weird. Anyway, let's talk about the two teams playing tonight's game. First up, Ravenwood, the reigning Preds and GNASH Cup champs, coached by Mike Driscoll. 1-4 coming into tonight. Opened the season with a 5-1 loss to Father Ryan on September 25th. Beat Brentwood 6-2 on September 27th. Got beat by Franklin 7-3 on October 2nd. Came back to play last Wednesday night and lost 5-1 to Rutherford. And then on Monday lost 5-2 to NBA. So here are their player stats coming into tonight. Liam Powell is the team's leading scorer. He has 6 points from 5 goals and an assist. Brady Friedman, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Jack Reedy, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Bennett Nichols, 2 points from a goal and an assist. Owen Appel, 2 points from assists. Lucas Brady, Keaton Moffitt, and Oliver Lutz each have a point from a goal. And Anthony Maltese, Zeke Landcamer, Jake Farrell, and Cooper Hill each have a point from an assist. On to the goaltending stats. Brady Miller has played in all 5 games. His record matches the team's 1-4. He's played just shy of 195 minutes. Goals against average of 4.52. No shutouts. He's allowed 21 goals on 109 shots and turned away the other 88. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 81. Colin Gower has played just 1 game. That was the 3rd period of the game against Franklin. So it was already decided in the Admirals' favor by that point. So it was a no decision for Gower. He played the full 14 minutes and allowed 2 goals on 7 shots. Turned away the other 5. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 71. Let's move on to Pope, coached by Justin Clark. Started the season with a 2-1 win over Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill on September 25th. 2 nights later, they lost to Father Ryan 4-1. October 2nd, they lost 3-1 to NBA. October 4th, they lost 6-4 to Franklin, but snapped the losing streak on October 20th with a 12-2 win over Rutherford Rampage. Then a week ago Monday, a 4-0 win over Brentwood that put the Bruins in danger of being dropped. Looks like they're going to survive now. And here they are playing their first half finale tonight. So, the leading scorer for Pope is Eric Kilberg. He has 10 points from 4 goals and 6 assists. Jack Davis and Jacob Sullivan each have 9 points from 3 goals and 6 assists. Nick Gentile, 7 points all from assists. Clayton Roach, 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Coleman Glidewell, 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. David Bavis and Joe Hiller each have 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Nick Pellegrino and Oscar Ford each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Ian Sullivan and Nick Hollis each with 2 points from assists. Owen Gillum, Reese Davidson, and Saxon Clements each have a point from a goal. And Cade Siemendorf has a point from an assist. Let's move on to the goalie stats. Anthony Pellegrino has played in 5 games. His record 2-3. He's played just over 181 minutes. Goals against average of 2.55, 1 shutout. He's allowed 11 goals on 106 shots and turned away the other 95. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 90. Jacob Benoit has played in 3 games. Only one of those was a start. That was the game against Rutherford because Anthony Pellegrino was out of town. In the other 2 games, the Father Ryan and Franklin games, he came in to play the entirety of the third period in both of those. So Benoit's record is 1-0. He's played 69 minutes, goals against average of 1.83. No shutouts. He's allowed 3 goals on 22 shots, turned away the other 19, and his save percentage in the regular season so far is 86. As the warm-up clock running down to 0. Ready to go for the start of this one. Brady Miller going to start in goal for Ravenwood. Anthony Pellegrino going to start in goal for Pope. For this first period, Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Pope will carry it away from me. I am standing right behind the Pope goal. The bleachers are nearest to me. The benches are further away. So for tonight, the bleachers are the near side and the benches are the far side. This game is underway. Puck out at center. Nick Hollis banks it off the far boards into the Ravenwood zone. Puck behind the net. And here come the Raptors. Their first possession of the night. Brought into the Pope zone and smacked away from Cooper Hill in front by Nick Pellegrino. Puck out on the near boards. Liam Powell has it out near the blue line. Passes off to Hill up against the wall on the left wing side. Now starts making his way back towards the blue line. Banks it off the far boards for Bennett Nichols. Hill gets it back. Now Nichols, bottom of the left, right circle, a shot off the glove of Pellegrino. I think that would have gone behind the net if he hadn't stuck the glove out. Puck put out in front. And, shot. Hit the left-hand post, the outside of it, but Anthony Pellegrino backed into the net and dislodged it. And that stops the clock with 52 seconds gone in the first. Draw will be to Pellegrino's left. Draw one by Pope. Clayton Roach dumps it into the Ravenwood zone. Raptors come up with it, got to try and get it out. They clear it. Brought into the Pope zone on the right wing side. Knocked away from Oliver Lutz. Puck behind the net. Here's David Bavis. Firing it up the near side and out. Raptors retake. It's back in the Pope zone on the left wing side, but poked out by Jack Davis. Now here's Eric Kilberg into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Tries to pass the puck to the slot. It's smacked away by a Raptors stick. And here come Ravenwood again. Misplay allows Jack Davis to clear the puck out. Here's Eric Kilberg into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing. Tried to turn his back to the boards and pass the puck up. Puck over on the far side now. Ravenwood trying to clear. It's kept alive by Nick Gentile. and eventually just trickled over the line and was brought back in offside by the Knights. 11:51 to go in the first, and still looking for the first goal of this one. Draw on the dot in front of the Ravenwood bench. One by the Raptors, brought into the Pope zone, and a shot blocked by the stick of Nick Pellegrino. Puck now in the left wing corner. Jack Reedy with it along the boards. Passes up to the left point. Shot blocked, and the puck sliding through center back into the Pope zone, or Ravenwood zone. Jacob Sullivan with it. Try to put it out in front. It's intercepted. And back the other way come the Raptors. Brought into the Pope zone on the left wing side. Centering pass. Good save by Pellegrino on the redirect by Jack Reedy. Now Reedy again. Shot blocked from the slot. Blocked by Nick Pellegrino. Was Owen Appel on the centering pass attempt just a few seconds ago. Puck out at center. And Ravenwood almost brought it back in, but swatted away by the Knights. Now it's back in the Ravenwood zone. Now it's back out at center, but Jacob Sullivan controls. Passes ahead, Nick Pellegrino. Gets knocked into the boards going down the right wing side of the Ravenwood end. And the Raptors have possession. Clear it out, but still near their blue line and backhanded back inside the zone by Joe Hiller. Raptors bring it out again. Here's Liam Powell, left wing side of the Pope zone. A shot that just missed the net to the left of Pellegrino. He kicked out the left leg pad just in case. Top of the left circle, a shot, I think, from Cannon Kaiser, missed to the left of Pellegrino. Now here is Brady Friedman. Now Cooper Hill moving to the far side. Powell chips it back to the inboards. Nick Gentile will send it back around the wall to the far side. Unable to keep it in the zone was Oscar Ford, and it goes deep for an icing. 9:57 to go in the first, and still no goals on the board here. Draw will be to the right of Pellegrino. Won by Pope, but taken away immediately by Ravenwood. Past the slot, intercepted by Eric Kilberg and carried out by Clayton Roach. Roach, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, has to go to the inboards. He'll turn around, drop the puck down for Kilberg. Puck coming around the wall. Nick Gentile, right wing corner, sends it back the other way. Puck out on the far side. And Ravenwood carried out. Brought back into the Pope zone by Cooper Hill. Knocked away from him. Liam Powell with it. Goes below the goal line. Puts it out in front. Hit Nick Gentile. Landed into the crease. Gentile clears. And it's cleared out of the zone by David Bavis. Puck back in the Pope end. Gentile backhands it around the wall to the near side. Clay Roach trying to get it out. It hit Liam Powell. Eric Kilberg brings it out. Now Clayton Roach chips it ahead in the Ravenwood zone, but hit a Ravenwood shin, and the Raptors clear. And offside, the call against Ravenwood as they were bringing the puck back into the Pope zone. Liam Powell entered the zone and then dropped it back to Jake Farrell, who was outside of it. 8:45 left in the first, still zip. Draw one by Ravenwood. They bring the puck right into the Pope zone, and a shot from the slot. Stopped by Pellegrino, and the rebound try was blocked by the stick of Nick Pellegrino. It was Keaton Moffitt on the follow-up as Anthony Pellegrino backs into the net and dislodges it again. Draw be to Anthony Pellegrino's right. One by Ravenwood, and a shot in the left point was blocked. Here's Coleman Glidewell out at center. Glidewell Dumps the puck into the Ravenwood zone. It's coming around the boards to the near side. Eric Kilberg with it, trying to go to the slot. He fell over, and he drew a penalty call. Correction, that was Jacob Sullivan trying to go to the slot. So it's a tripping call. I'm not sure who went in the box for Ravenwood just yet. Keaton Moffitt. Okay, so 8:15 left in the first. No goals on the board. And Pope getting the first power play of this one. Now I heard it's 6-0 Franklin over on the North Rink. Yeah, okay. That's not a shock. It's unfortunate for Rutherford that Jackson Wilson came back to play in goal tonight. And that's who he has to go up against is Franklin. Draw was to Brady Miller's left. Shot from the left circle. Stopped. And the rebound try stopped as well. That initial shot came from Jacob Sullivan. The Outlaws USN game should be done by now. Hopefully either Tom Spachalski or Rich Mellon is going to shoot me a final. It was 4-1 Outlaws at the end of 2. Puck out at center. Jack Davis moves back into his own zone. Decides to carry it through center. Back into the Ravenwood end on the left wing side. Davis drops it behind the net for Eric Kilberg. Trying to come out to the slot, and he and a Ravenwood player got tied up, and that Ravenwood player fell down but still managed to clear the puck out. Nick Pellegrino ahead to Kilberg, who re-enters the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Kilberg. Minute left of the power play for Pope. Kilberg pressed up against the boards and lost the puck. It's out at center, but brought back in by Jacob Sullivan. Sullivan, right wing side, a shot scored! Jacob Sullivan from the right circle fires it off the inside of the post to the right of Brady Miller. And Pope convert the power play and go up 1-0 with exactly 7 minutes left in the first. Here come Ravenwood. Liam Powell, a backhander from the left circle, stopped and covered up by Pellegrino as it between his knees. Penalty called against Pope. In the box for them is Saxon Clements. So Ravenwood getting their first power play of the game. Draw to the right of Anthony Pellegrino. I didn't see what the call was. And oh wow, Ravenwood win the draw, and Cooper Hill runs into Jake Lipinski, falls over, and that allows Clayton Roach to clear the puck out. So Ravenwood will have to work the puck out of their zone. Bringing it through center. Into the Pope end. Shot shouldered into the glass by Pellegrino. That was a shot, I think, from Brady Friedman. We get a whistle. And hand pass. Okay, hand pass called against the Raptors. And they'll drop the puck outside the zone. 90 seconds left in the power play. 6:21 to go in the first. 1-0 Pope. Draw one by Pope. Here's Clayton Roach. Shooting an on goal from center, and it just missed the net to the left of Miller. Puck brought back into the Pope zone on the right wing side. Cooper Hill around the back of the net. Passes up top to the left point. Across to the right point. Pass down low, Jake Lipinski off his stick to the inboards. It's out on the far wall. Clay Roach trying to clear. It's held in. Under a minute left in the power play for the Raptors. Puck in the left circle. This is Cannon Kaiser going around the back of the net out to the right wing. Passes up to the right point. Pass back to Kaiser. And his pass blocked and cleared out by Nick Hollis. Ravenwood will bring it back in. Liam Powell, right wing side of the Pope zone, tried to drop it back. It was broken up by the stick of Hollis. And Eric Kilberg has it, and he's going to pass it over to Nick Pellegrino at center. Pellegrino dumps it into the Ravenwood zone. Now 20 seconds left of the power play for the Raptors. Puck brought back into the Pope zone on the left wing side. A shot blocked by Nick Gentile. That shot coming from Cooper Friedman. Puck out at center. Now the puck's back in the Pope end and cleared out by Jacob Sullivan, and that kills off the penalty. Pope back at even strength. Puck brought back into the Pope zone on the right wing side. Here's a shot kicked away by Pellegrino with a right leg pad that was all over Lutz on the shot. And the puck ends up in the netting above the glass in the left wing corner. 4:16 to go in the first, still 1-0 Pope. Draw going to be to Pellegrino's right. Draw one by Ravenwood, but poked away by Nick Gentile. Raptors get possession back. Puck sent around the wall to the far side. Jake Farrell in the right wing corner. Back to the boards, passes out in front of one-timer, stopped by Pellegrino, and he knocks the rebound away from Jake Lipinski. That first shot was from Jack Reedy, but the rebound was in the crease, and Pellegrino slid across, put out the stick, and knocked it away from Lipinski. Puck back deep in the Ravenwood zone. Puck back into the Pope end on the right wing side. A shot blockered up into the air by Pellegrino. That shot coming from Brady Friedman. Puck still in the zone. Another shot in the left half wall. Stopped by Pellegrino. Cleared out by Jacob Sullivan. Here's Nick Gentile backhanding the puck back in the Ravenwood zone. Now it's back in the Pope end. Ravenwood making some line changes, so that's going to allow Jack Davis to clear the puck out, although Liam Powell almost got a stick to it. It's back in the Ravenwood zone, and we get a penalty, or we get a whistle, excuse me. And a too many men call against Ravenwood? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, it's a too many men call against Ravenwood. So Pope returned to the power play up 1-0 with 2:50 to go in the first. Who's going to serve the penalty for the Raptors? I don't think anybody's in the box yet. Can't see the number from here. Oh, well, it's a bench minor anyway, so. Draw to the right. Brady Miller won by the Raptors and cleared. Brought into the Pope zone on the right wing side. In front, Cooper Hill, a shot stopped by Pellegrino. Cooper Hill got a short-handed breakaway, and Anthony Pellegrino denied him. Now Jack Davis flings the puck into the Ravenwood zone. It's intercepted. Pass back ahead to Hill. Hill left wing side of the Pope zone. But crossing in front of him to knock the puck away was Jacob Sullivan. Here's Sullivan to center. Gets away from Hill. Into the Ravenwood zone. Puck knocked off his stick into the right wing corner. Clayton Roach catches up to it. Puck cleared out. Jack Davis couldn't keep it in at the right point. Puck passed up the near wall and out. Clay Roach falls over at his own blue line. Puck comes to Eric Kilberg inside the Ravenwood zone on the right wing. Passes over. Jacob Sullivan couldn't keep it in his stick. Minute left in the power play for Pope. Liam Powell brings the puck back into the Pope zone, but it was poked away by Jack Davis. Here's Nick Pellegrino. Brought into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Nick Pellegrino holding, waiting for his teammates to make the line change. Puck deep in the Ravenwood zone. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Knights. Puck in the right wing corner. Big dig out for it, and the Raptors come up with it and bring it to center. Last minute of the first. Puck brought into the Knight zone, and a shot off the stick of Davis and past the net. That was Cooper Hill shooting from the high slot. Here's Davis. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up there back at even strength. Jack Davis brings the puck to center. Back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck taken away and cleared out. Eric Kilberg off the bench brings it back in on the left wing side. Kilberg a shot. Turned away by Brady Miller. Under 30 seconds left of the period. Here come the Raptors through center. Into the Knight zone. A shot blocked. A shot from Jake Farrell. Puck out on the far boards. Now Farrell down low in the right wing corner. Behind the net trying to put it out in front was Oliver Lutz. That was broken up by Nick Gentile. Oliver Lutz trying to come out in front. Backhands it through his legs. But that allows the Knights to clear. Puck dumped back into the Pope zone. It's on the far wall. But hops over the stick of Lutz. Puts it out in front, but time runs out on the first. Jacob Sullivan scoring a power play goal right at the halfway point of the first period. And Pope Prep-MLK-GCA have a 1-0 lead on Ravenwood at the end of one. Ready to go for the start of the second period. For the Brady Miller still in goal for Ravenwood. Anthony Pellegrino still in goal for Pope for this second period. Pope will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. First game of the night is in the books. The Outlaws beat USN 5-1, so that means USN will be staying put in Tier 2 and playing in the Henry Hine Cup. As Ravenwood win the draw to start the second. Puck in the Pope zone. It's loose along the right wing boards. And the Knights immediately able to get it and clear. Cooper Hill banks it off the far wall. It's back in the Pope zone and a shot from the slot. I think missed the net, and then another shot in the left wing boards also missed the net. And the Knights trying to get the puck out. It's held in by Ravenwood. Shot in the right circle, missed the net to the left of Anthony Pellegrino. Puck held in at the left point, and Cooper Hill tried to send it to the front of the net. That's broken up, and the Knights bring it out. It's back in the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Puck sent to the front of the net. Keaton Moffitt with it. It's in the right wing corner as Coleman Glidewell with a stick knocked out of his hand. Puck sent around to the near side boards. Oliver Lutz drops it back to try and maybe let Ravenwood get a rush going. Sent around the boards to the far side, and Jake Lipinski up. Lipinski lost it. Here's David Bavis. Putting it in front, whichever score, Jacob Sullivan. Bavis dropped it back up the right wing side, and there was Sullivan to one-time it in the bottom corner on the right-hand side of the net, and it is 2-0 Pope with 12:42 to go in the second. Draw one by Pope. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone. Here's Brady Friedman. And cleared out by the Raptors. Brought back into the Pope zone on the right wing side. There's a shot turned away by Pellegrino at his left-hand post. Puck sent towards the front of the net. Another save by Pellegrino. And sent around the wall to the near side. Puck brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Liam Powell takes it away from Clayton Roach. Stretch pass up the near side. Here's Cooper Hill at center. Into the Pope zone. Passes off Powell. A shot turned away by Pellegrino. And here come the Knights again. Eric Kilberg, left wing corner of the Ravenwood zone. Behind the net. Comes out in front. Tried to flip it up in the, I don't know if he was trying to center it or flip it up in the air or some awkward attempt at the Michigan. Lead's not big enough for that. Puck carried out by Hill. That's not Cooper Hill. Maybe it is Cooper. I don't know. Puck at the inboards inside the Pope zone. And they turn the puck over to the Knights end. Here we go again. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone. And nice job by Jake Farrell to keep Nick Pellegrino from having a breakaway. Chopped the puck away from him in the foot race. Now the puck carried back into the Pope end of the right wing side. Shot in the slot, knocked away by the glove of Pellegrino. Pope cleared the puck out once more. Here's Jake Lipinski. Oh, trying to pass it up the ice. Intercepted Oscar Ford. A shot in the left circle. Missed the net to the left of Brady Miller. Oh my goodness, if that had gone in, what a disaster that would have been for the Raptors. Clay Roach brings the puck back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. He's pushed into the boards. I'm sorry, that was not Roach, that was Saxon Clements. Jack Reedy with it now. Passes ahead. Now it's brought back into the Ravenwood zone, Pope zone on the right wing side. Now it's behind the net, Nick Gentile trying to dig it loose. The Knights come up with it again. Brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Past the slot, intercepted Owen Appel. Oh my, Clay Roach tried to get it to Eric Kilberg going down the slot, and Owen Appel intercepted that pass. Ravenwood bring the puck out. Appel, right wing side of the Pope zone. Jack Davis pushes him into the boards. He passes up to the right point. Here's a shot. Turned away in the rebound try. Pellegrino got across and knocked that away. And then he makes a tremendous save on another try before the puck is knocked in. Pellegrino was sliding all around in his crease. Ravenwood able to knock the puck past him. Not sure who scored the goal just yet. It's Keaton Moffitt leading the fist bump line, so it must have been him. 9:20 to go in the second. Ravenwood finally on the board. It is 2-1 Pope. Draw one by the Raptors. Here's Brady Friedman. Passes ahead, but went off his teammate's stick. Pope with a puck. Can they get it out of their zone? They do. Puck was sent towards the Ravenwood blue line, intercepted by Brady Friedman. Friedman. Pushed into the boards. Now it's back in the Pope zone deep. Comes out to the near side of the net, and Anthony Pellegrino covers. 8:44 to go in the second. 2-1, Pope lead. Draw was to the left of Pellegrino, and Pope get it out to center. Saxon Clements, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, tried to send the puck to the front of the net, intercepted by Jack Reedy. Joe Hiller was all alone in front, but puck brought back in on the left wing side. Here's Clements. Holding, putting it out in front, but Hiller couldn't get a stick on it. And then Brady Miller backed into the net and dislodged it. Draw is going to be to Miller's left. Won by the Knights. Shot from the top of the right circle, blocked, went up in the air and lands in the left wing corner. Mike O'Neill, the ref, falls over, pucks in towards the front of the net. Miller had to steer it away with his stick. Here's Brady Friedman. Carrying the puck to center. Into the Pope zone on the left wing side. Taking a shot. It's over the net. Puck still in the zone. Puck brought back into the Pope zone. A shot, score! Off the glove of Pellegrino and in. I think that may have been Cooper Hill. Tie the game at 2. It was Cooper Hill. Cooper Hill scoring in a GNASH game for the first time in well over a year and a half. First goal since the 2022 Preds Cup final, if necessary, game against Mount Juliet. Puck brought back into the Pope zone by Ravenwood and then cleared out by the Knights. This will be an icing. Draws to the right of Anthony Pellegrino. Won by the Raptors. Knights trying to get the puck out on the near side. And they do. Eric Kilberg nudges it into the Ravenwood zone. It's over on the right wing side, and Clay Roach catches up to it. Sends it around the wall to the near side. Comes up to the left point, and a shot turned away by Brady Miller. And then David Bavis pokes the puck away from a Winnipel past the slot. It was broken up. Puck held inside the zone. Bavis whips it around the wall. Eric Kilberg. Out on the right wing side. Past the slot, Bavis. Bavis dumps it to the end boards. Coleman Glidewell. Puck out on the far wall. Jake Farrell trying to clear, and it goes out to center. And 2 sticks went for it, and it ended up on the Ravenwood bench. Franklin beat Rutherford 9-3, so Rutherford will be taking the drop down to Tier 2. Franklin finished the first half 6-0-1, so they in NBA with the same record. And Rutherford finished 1-6. So Rutherford will be taking the drop. Now he's just got to figure out who else is going to take the drop from Tier 1. Draw one by Ravenwood. Puck back in the Pope zone. Jack Davis behind his own net. Puck taken away. Actually, no. Pope held on to it. They bring him back in the Ravenwood zone. Dumped to the inboards by Reese Davidson. Here's Jacob Sullivan, who has both of Pope's goals, carrying the puck out to the high slot. Over to the left wing side. Back in and out in front. Knocked away by Brady Friedman. He was looking for Coleman Glidewell in front. Sullivan was. Now here's Jake Lipinski. Passing the puck ahead to Jack Reedy. And Ravenwood brought the puck into the Pope zone offside. 5:20 to go in the second. The game is tied at 2. Draw one by the Knights. The Raptors brought into the Pope zone. Puck comes around the wall to the right point, and Zeke Landkammer fires it back around the wall towards the far side. Here's Liam Powell. Try to go to the slot, forced to pass it up to the left point. Owen Appel back over to Powell on the left half wall. Powell trying to go to the slot. Puck got away from him, and the Knights come up with it, and they get it out. Appel banks it off the near boards, but stolen by Pope again. This is all out at center. Puck ends up back of the Ravenwood zone. Saxon Clements, right wing corner. Passes the puck down low to Oscar Ford, who couldn't hang on to it. Cooper Hill left the puck behind him in his own left wing corner. Now Appel with it. Appel ahead to Liam Powell at center. Powell, now Hill, right wing side of the Pope zone. Powell shot. Gloved and held onto by Anthony Pellegrino. 4:10 to go in the second. Game still tied at 2. Draw is to the left of Anthony Pellegrino. Drawing by Ravenwood, puck pinned up against the inboards. Now it's trickling over to the left wing corner. And a pass out up high, intercepted and cleared by the Knights. Brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Tried to pass the slot and Clay Roach, but that was broken up. That was Carter Bahoric who had the puck for the Knights. Now Jack Davis with it at center. Backhands it back into the Ravenwood zone, catches up to it in the left wing corner. Had it knocked away from him on the end plate, or kick plate. And the puck cleared out. And a big hit on Oliver Lutz has drawn a penalty against the Knights. Jack Davis is going to go to the box for roughing. So Ravenwood returned to the power play. The game tied at 2, 3:26 to go in the second. Draws to the right of Anthony Pellegrino. One by Ravenwood. Shot from, I think, Cooper Friedman at the right point, misses the net. Out high, Cannon Kaiser. And a pass intercepted and cleared out by the Knights. Tracking the puck down will be Cannon Kaiser. Kaiser passing ahead. Now there's Liam Powell inside the Pope zone on the left wing side. Up top, Kaiser. Back over to the right wing side, and a one-timer turned away by Pellegrino. That was a Pell shooting. Puck dropped down the left wing. Across Appel, shanked his one-timer past the net. Ravenwood with the puck still. Appel. Oh, watches the puck drift out to center off his stick. Under a minute left in the power play for Ravenwood. Puck back in the Pope zone. The Knights control. Stretch pass intercepted by Kaiser. They were trying to get it to Eric Kilberg. Here's Cooper Hill, right wing side of the Pope zone. Forced to go to the outside, now trying to go back in. Curling around. Kilberg bumps him into the right wing corner. Puck coming around to the far wall. And Pope able to clear. Under 30 seconds left in the power play for Ravenwood. And an interception at center. Eric Kilberg steals a pass, but then loses the puck again. It's inside the Ravenwood zone, though. Liam Powell will bring it out. Oh, it almost got away from him. He manages to keep control of it, bring it back into the Pope zone, but it's knocked off his stick. And then Eric Kilberg got it knocked away. Actually, no, he held onto it and cleared. Puck trickling back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Going to be cleared out by Bennett Nichols. Penalty time against Pope is up. They're back at even strength. Puck brought back into the Pope zone, and a shot stopped and covered up by Pellegrino. That was Jake Farrell shooting from out high. 79 seconds left in the second, and the game is still tied at 2. Draws to Pellegrino's left. One by Pope. Puck dumped into the Ravenwood zone, immediately cleared out, and then sent right back in. Brady Friedman with it again. Tried to clear, and it went off the skates of Joe Hiller. Pucks it towards the front of the net, and flipped on goal by Saxon Clements. Stopped by Miller. It's loose in the crease, and Keaton Moffitt backhands it up in the air, but not far enough. It's still inside the zone. Sent back down low. We're inside the final minute of the second. Brady Friedman banks the puck off the boards up the far side. I think it's Cooper Hill with it in the Pope zone. A shot turned away. No correction, it was Jake Farrell with it, and his shot was turned away by Anthony Pellegrino. Now here come Pope again. Brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Jacob Sullivan in front. Oh, he managed to get off a backhander that was stopped by Miller. It could have popped up in the air and ended up in the net. Had his back to the net, got off a backhander that was stopped by Miller. Puck back in the Pope zone, but the Knights control. Jack Davis tried to clear it out, held in by the Raptors. Davis with it again. Behind his own net. Passes ahead to Sullivan at center, and that is it for the second. Jacob Sullivan scored a second to put Pope up 2-0, but the Raptors make it up. I think Keaton Moffitt had the first goal, and I know Cooper Hill had the second, and Ravenwood and Pope are tied at 2 at the end of 2. Ready to go for the third and final period of this one. Brady Miller is still in goal for Ravenwood. Anthony Pellegrino still in goal for Pope for this third period. Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Pope will carry it away from me. Pope win the draw, bring it into the Ravenwood zone. Raptors come up with it and clear. Brought into the Pope zone on the left wing side and trying to get to the front of the net. Not sure who that was. It was Oliver Lutz. Now he's back in front, score! Backhands it in. Oliver Lutz with a backhander into the left-hand side of the net. And Ravenwood take a 3-2 lead. It took them just 25 seconds of the third to take their first lead of the night. So Ravenwood have the lead they need. They got to hang on. Here they come again. Shot from Cooper Hill blocked. Puck still in the zone. Now it's down low. Liam Powell. Carrying it out high. Passes down low to Hill. Hill behind the Pope net. Pass out to the slot, one-timer blocked. Still came to the front of the net, knocked away by Nick Gentile. Coleman Glidewell clears it out. Puck sent back into the Pope zone and cleared out by Jack Davis. Here come the Raptors again. They bring the puck back into the Pope zone. Liam Powell, puck got away from him, but he's drawn a penalty. Coleman Glidewell to the box. Not sure what the call was, but the Raptors on the power play. Back on the power play, up 3-2 with 12:26 to go. Draw is going to be to Anthony Pellegrino's right. Draw one by the Raptors. Here's Jake Farrell. Backhanding it up to the left point. Comes back to Farrell. Farrell sent it to the front of the net. I don't know if that was stopped or blocked. Puck comes to the right point, and a shot gloved and held onto by Anthony Pellegrino. That was Owen Appel shooting. Draw to the left. Pellegrino won by the Raptors, turned over to the Knights who clear it. Here's Bennett Nichols. Puck was carried out. Then it hit at center, caused Pope to get it back. And Clayton Roach dumps it back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck passed ahead. Brought back up, offside. Brought back in by Ravenwood, but offside. 65 seconds left in the power play. 11:31 to go in the game. Ravenwood are up 3-2. Draw one by the Raptors. Puck brought back into the Pope zone on the left wing side. Jake Lipinski pushed into the boards. Here's Cooper Hill, backhanding it out to the right point. Comes back to Hill. Hill, right circle shot. Oh, hit the post to the left of Pellegrino. Glanced off the outside of it, I think. And cleared out by the Knights. Puck passed up the near side to Jake Lipinski. Try to get it off to Liam Powell, and off his stick. He'll catch up to it. Under 30 seconds left of the power play for the Raptors. Jacob Sullivan with a puck now. Going to carry it out to center. Sullivan into the Ravenwood zone. Makes his way to the front of the net. And he got fouled on the way. He's drawn a penalty. A hooking call against Brady Friedman. He wasn't far enough ahead for it to be a penalty shot. But Jacob Sullivan almost had himself a hat trick just now. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 16 seconds. 10:42 to go in the game. Ravenwood up 3-2. Draw is going to be to Brady Miller's right. Pope win the draw. Eric Kilberg comes around to the right wing side, passes up to the right point, Jack Davis. Back over to Kilberg. Kilberg, shot blocked. Penalty time against Pope is up there on the power play for the next minute 44. Jack Davis chipping the puck down the wall for Kilberg. Now Davis sends it into the right wing corner. Kilberg passes out high, but unable to keep it inside the zone was Nick Pellegrino. Roach with it again. Passes up the far side. Now Kilberg, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, go to the front of the net, shot. Stopped by Miller and up over the net. Still in the zone, still in play. Here's Jacob Sullivan across to Jack Davis, shot in the right circle, blocked and cleared out by the Raptors. Minute left in the power play for the Knights. Anthony Pellegrino passes ahead to his twin brother Nick. Nick goes across to Sullivan. Sullivan brings it back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Jacob Sullivan passes over to Nick Pellegrino, down into the right wing corner, and Eric Kilberg. Kilberg trying to find space, passes back down to the right wing corner. Back up top, Clayton Roach. Roach, shot. Stopped and held onto by Miller. 32 seconds left of the Pope power play. 9:13 to go in the game. Still 3-2 Ravenwood. As Franklin head coach Todd Gross hanging out in the lobby. Franklin beating Rutherford 9-3. And that is the end of the first half of the regular season for both teams. Draw was to the left of Miller, won by Pope, pass out high, but off the stick and out. Off the stick of Clayton Roach and out. Puck back in the Pope zone. Jack Davis controlling. Davis carries to center, flips it ahead. Clayton Roach knocks it down. It's inside the Ravenwood zone. Roach. And puck taken away and brought back into the Pope zone by the Raptors. The shot misses the net to the right of Pellegrino. He knocks the puck away off the rebound, off the board. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up. They're back at even strength. Here's Roach. Shot left the puck behind him in his own zone. Liam Powell forced out to center. He'll bring it back into the right wing side. Banks it off the boards. And it was cleared out and then brought back in offside by Hill with Powell still inside the zone. 8:21 to go in the game. Still 3-2 Ravenwood. Puck is in the Pope zone. Cannon Kaiser carried it to the slot, got double teamed. Oh, and then Brady Friedman falls over. I'm sorry, it's Oliver Lutz falling over on his own accord, going to the far boards. Oliver Lutz with a go-ahead goal early here in the third, just 25 seconds in, puts the puck out in front. But Saxon Clements gets to it. Trying to clear it out. Here's Jack Davis on the near side. Now Joe Hiller. Hiller banks it off the far boards. Now Saxon Clements, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Gets off a shot that's stopped by Brady Miller. Rebound carried around, and a wraparound attempt was broken up. Puck carried back into the Pope zone. Knights get control. Oscar Ford tried to clear. It's held in. Jake Farrell, a backhander. Oh, did that go off the post or that hit off of Pellegrino? It was very close. And the Knights ice the puck. 6:53 to go. Ravenwood up 3-2. Draws to the right of Pellegrino. Won by the Raptors. Here's Jack Reedy. Now the puck down low. Reedy with it again. In the right wing corner, pushed into the boards by Nick Hollis. Here's David Bavis. Now Eric Kilberg. Kilberg carries the puck back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. And tried to pass it up top. It's intercepted and cleared by the Raptors. It's back in the Pope zone in the left wing corner. Bennett Nichols knocked into the boards. Puck comes up to the left point. Lipinski. Lipinski pushed into the wall. And Lipinski had the stick knocked out of his hand. He's drawn a penalty. Looks like it's Eric Kilberg going to the box. I think was slashing the call or hooking, I couldn't tell. I think it may have been a slash. So Ravenwood back in the power play up 3-2 with 6:04 to go. Draws to the right of Pellegrino. Draw one by the Raptors. Brady Friedman. Here's Liam Powell. Back out high. Trying to pass the slot, and a shot by Jake Lipinski. Missed the net to the right of Pellegrino, and the puck is cleared out by the Raptors. Sorry, by the Knights. Now back the other way come Ravenwood. Cooper Hill drops it back. Pass across to the right point. His wraparound try by Brady Friedman, stopped by Pellegrino. He got across in time. Puck cleared out by Jack Davis. Minute left in the power play for Ravenwood. Here come the Raptors again. Cooper Hill takes a bump. Jake Lipinski, right wing corner, pushed into the boards. A five-man fight for the puck up against the kick plate. Dug loose by Liam Powell. Brought out to the left wing side. Under 30 seconds left in the power play. Brady Friedman drops the puck back down low. There's a loose stick in the right wing corner. Belongs to Jack Davis, who's going to go get it while Jake Lipinski had Nick Gentile on top of him at the end boards. They blow the whistle for that because the puck wasn't coming loose. 16 seconds left in the power play, 4:19 to go in the game, still 3-2. Ravenwood. If Ravenwood hold on and win this game, it means the fight for the last fight to stay alive in Tier 1 goes all the way to next Wednesday, the Mount Juliet Ravenwood game. Puck out in front of the Pope net. And a shot stopped by Anthony Pellegrino. He's got it covered. Shot came from Oliver Lutz. 4 seconds left in the power play for the Raptors. Draw going to be to Pellegrino. Draw going to be to Pellegrino's right. Ravenwood win the draw and a shot turned away by Pellegrino. Penalty time against the Knights is up. They're back at even strength. Knocked away, but still inside the zone. The Knights come up with it. Here's Eric Kilberg passing up the far side. Jacob Sullivan looked like he had it. Now the puck comes back to Nick Hollis across to Nick Pellegrino. Chip back to Joe Hiller. The puck put out front. Roach a one-timer. Stopped and covered up by Brady Miller. Big chance just then. For the Knights to tie the game, but Brady Miller with a big stop. Draw to the left of Miller. Won by the Raptors. Fired down ice. Nick Pellegrino will pick it up. Backhanded up the far side. Here's Oscar Ford at center. Brings it into the Ravenwood zone. He was double teamed to the puck poked away. Here come the Raptors. Knocked away from Cooper Hill. Still inside the zone. It's out on the far side and cleared out. Now brought back in by Hill on the left wing. Cooper Hill backhands it out in front onto the stick of Oscar Ford. Here's Saxon Clements bringing the puck out. Now Nick Pellegrino passing up the near side. It's brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Down low to Oscar Ford. His shot turned away from the bottom of the right circle by Miller. Puck put out in front. Now it's over on the far side. Raptors with it in the left wing corner. And a pass across. Went off the board, stayed inside the zone. At the right point with it is Clayton Roach. He fires it. Cross corner dumping into the left wing corner. Now back the other way come the Raptors. Puck at center. Brought back into the Pope zone. From the slot, a shot. I think hit the shin of Nick Gentile and went across the front of the net. And then Pellegrino backs into the net and dislodges it again. Minute 53 to go. Still 3-2 Ravenwood. Draw be to the right of Pellegrino. Draw is won by Pope. Joe Hiller through center into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Try to get the puck in front. And it's out of the far side of the net and covered up by Brady Miller. And Anthony Pellegrino is headed to the bench. So Pope pulling the goalie for the extra attacker with a minute 40 to go. And the Knights are going to go ahead and use their timeout. So the Knights with an net empty. Draw is going to be to the right of Brady Miller. Draw one by Ravenwood. They try and clear it out. Held into the blue line by Jack Davis, and his shot from out high. Stopped by Miller. And the rebound sent back to the front of the net. Stopped and covered up by Miller, too. Ravenwood almost got the puck out. Jack Davis held it in and fired it through traffic, and I thought for a moment that sucker was about to go in the net. Draw will be to the right of Miller again. Draw one by Pope, but turned over to the Raptors. They clear it out, but Knights have it at center. Jack Davis. Pass ahead, almost intercepted. Comes back to Davis. He'll navigate through some Ravenwood defenders, bring the puck back into the Ravenwood zone, and a shot. I think would have gone over the net, but Brady Miller gloves and hangs on just to be safe. Draws to the right of Miller. Again, the net empty for Pope. They win the draw. Clay Roach did a carry to the front of the net. Puck was knocked off his stick. And the Raptors fire it down ice past the empty net for an icing. 61 seconds to go. Still 3-2 Ravenwood. Draw being to Miller's right again. Big tie for the puck off the draw. Final minute has begun. Ravenwood have it. Knights take it away. Puck behind the net. Raptors try and clear, held into the far boards. Came to the blue line, held in by Jack Davis, sent back down low. Again they try and clear, and again it's held in by Clay Roach. Raptors again trying to clear. Under 30 seconds to go, and the Raptors are going to ice the puck again. 22.3 seconds left. Draw to the right of Miller again. And now Ravenwood are going to use their timeout. It's 22.3 seconds to go. Raptors up 3-2. Oliver Lutz with a go-ahead goal very early here in the third, just 25 seconds in. Hendersonville beating Indy 6-1 at the start of the third. That's kind of a surprise, actually. I thought Indy would fight them. Draw to the right of Miller. Timeout done. Raptors come up with it, try and clear. They do. And wow, the puck ends up in the empty net. Whoever that was flipped it way up in the air. And when it came down, it was on line and in. So Pellegrino was out of the net for 1 minute and 27 seconds, and they gave up an empty netter. So it's 4-2 Ravenwood with 12.9 to go. I'm not sure who got that last goal. I'm going to have to look at the score sheet. But the Raptors are going to win this one after they were down 2-0 early in the second. Come back and win it. They win the draw, looking for another shot stopped by Pellegrino. That was on Jake Farrell, and that is it for this one. Ravenwood hang on and win 4-2. So I got to write down the shots here. So Pope finished the first half of the regular season 3-4. Ravenwood are now 2-4. And they will be playing Mount Juliet next Monday night to try and stay alive. Or next Wednesday night, next Wednesday night. Yeah, it should be 4-2, yeah. Okay, that's what I was making sure. I was like, well, now we just need to know how things are going to finish between Summit and Ensworth and Hendersonville and Indy. I know that both the Pope's goals were scored by Jacob Sullivan. I know that Oliver Lutz is the game winner. So here we go. Okay, so Liam Powell got that last goal. He got the empty netter. Keaton Moffitt did have the first, as I suspected. Total shots 33. Okay, hold on here. Let me. So, yeah, Jacob Sullivan had both the Pope's goals, and Ravenwood's goals came from Keaton Moffitt, Cooper Hill. Oliver Lutz had the game winner, and Liam Powell had the empty netter. Ooh, player of the game. Boy, I'm not sure who's player of the game in this one. I think I'll give it to Oliver Lutz. Had the game-winning goal and 1 assist. So Oliver Lutz will be the player of the game. as Ravenwood win to stay alive, to force Mount Juliet to try and beat them next Wednesday night. So our finals tonight, we have 3 finals in the books. Let me find Kevin Bond's number here. Get a text from him. I got to stretch this out a bit because hopefully Kevin will hear that and see the text and get me the info I need. So we have 3 games that are in the books for tonight. The Outlaws beating USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture 5-1, so that means USN are going to be staying down in Tier 2. Franklin beat Rutherford 9-3, and that means that Rutherford will be going down. Rutherford finished the first half of the regular season 1-6. Franklin finished the first half 6-0-1. And Ravenwood just now beating Prep-MLK-GCA 4-2. So here are the standings with So Tier 1, Franklin and MBA both finished the first half of the regular season 6-0-1. Father Ryan 3-3. Pope finished 3-4. Brentwood 2-4-1. Ravenwood now 2-4. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill now go into the bottom 2 at 1-3-1, and Rutherford will be relegated with a record of 1-6, and they will finish dead last in Tier 2 because they only have 2 points, and Mount Juliet already have 3. Tier 2, Ainsworth leading there at 6-0. Summit Page at 4-1. Hendersonville 2-1-2. Centennial finished up the first half on Monday 2-3-2. The Outlaws are now 2-2-2. USN also 2-2-2. I'm sorry, they're 2-3-1. I'm sorry. Station Camp Liberty Creek 1-4-2, and Independence Ravenwood 2-0-5-1. So those are the records with 3 of tonight's 5 games in the books. And now the schedule for next week. On Monday, 7:40 at Centennial on Rink A. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill taking on Father Ryan. That is the only game on Monday. And then next Wednesday, I know that the GNASH website says there are 3 games, but there will be 4. 7:10 on Rink A at Centennial. The Outlaws taking on Summit Page. 8:15 here in the South Ring in Antioch. Mount Juliet taking on Ravenwood. 8:30 on Rink B at Centennial. First game of the second half. It'll be a Tier 2 game between Centennial and Station Camp Liberty Creek. So the first half will begin next Wednesday night, while the first half is also winding down next Wednesday night. And then at 8:40 on Rink A at Centennial, USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Good Pasture taking on Hendersonville Beach Gallatin. We'll definitely be in Centennial on Monday doing the Mount Juliet Father Ryan game, but I'm not sure about next Wednesday just yet. I know that I've covered Ravenwood and Brentwood a lot, but folks, those are the two most successful teams in the history of this league, and the fact that they were both in trouble as deep into the first half as we got is newsworthy. Ensworth leading 8-7 with 5 minutes to go. So if Summit lose that game and Hendersonville win, then the final promotion spot, the race for that goes to next Wednesday night. Why did that Ravenwood Mount Juliet game have to get postponed? All right. Well, I know we'll be at Centennial on Monday. I'm not sure where we'll be next Wednesday. But that is it. That is it for Week 6 of the 2023-2024 GNASH regular season. The penultimate week of the first half. Ravenwood beat Pope Prep-MLK Air final tonight. Oh, man, folks, this is hard. I really wish that both tiers had nights to themselves, because then things could be a bit fairer for coverage. But Ravenwood being in trouble is a story. It is a story. They're the literal reigning league and state champs. Them being in trouble is a big story. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to be biased to anybody. But the fact that Ravenwood and Brentwood got in this much trouble this deep into the first half, that's something I got to cover. All right, folks, that's it for me tonight. Good night. Have a great weekend. Talk to you Monday from Centennial for Mount Juliet, Father Ryan.